Okay, so episode 9 to Twisted Metal. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh my god, oh my god. I think there might only been two kind of like episodes. So like 8 of these episodes are amazing. So this is a spoiler chat. So the beginning of the episode, we're seeing Sweet Tooth hitting the road again. John and Quiet is kind of like separated right now, and Quiet wrecks her car, and then we get to see the car Roadkill make an appearance. But it wasn't named yet Roadkill, but I know exactly when I saw the car, I was like, oh my god, that's Roadkill. And then we see the guy that was driving the car going to kill Quiet, and then the florist comes to the rescue, which she is driving a semi, which that could be Darkseid. He was a bitch. Like that vehicle, like in Twisted Metal Black, was so bad. Was so hard. I always have so much trouble. I think it was Darkseid, because Dollface I think drives Darkseid. But anyway, yeah, I think maybe Darkseid made an appearance in this episode. So and then the caravan picks up Quiet, and we find out that John is part of the caravan again, and they kind of John and Quiet's kind of at odds in this episode, and Quiet is basically feels like she's second to Evelyn. And when she saw the explosion, she sits with John in the car and says, you care about that car more than me. She was like, I was so upset when I saw the explosion and thought that you died. And John explains to her that, hey, this is all I've known for like 22 years. But these last 10 days, like being with you has been like the most important things. And so they finally reconcile, and then they officially name, the car Roadkill, fix it up, and it looks exactly like a mirror image from the games. So then we see Agent Stone gathering his little gang together and wanting to get John and Quiet, and finally wrap them up and just kind of just kill them and stuff and everything. But then like we see on the road where Sweet Tooth grabs like lighter fluid and actually like pours it on his head, and I was like, oh my god, we are going to get the flaming Sweet Tooth finally. And they go, we see John and Quiet make it to Agent Stone's like stacked of cars barricade and actually pull in, and I think the florist pulls in with Darkseid, and then we just see like almost an arena style with like tons of cars, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go. This is gonna be just like the game, where we're gonna see cars just like firing at each other and blowing up. So then as the cars are revving up, we see two missiles come flying out of nowhere and blows up two cars, and then it's freaking Sweet Tooth in his ice cream truck, and then he tells the two guys that, hey, it's time, and then lights his scalp on fire, and I'm like, oh my god, this is it, this is the Sweet Tooth, this is finally Sweet Tooth, where his scalp is on fire. But originally in the games, Preacher cursed him before Sweet Tooth's execution, so he lives through pain and suffering with flames of fire burnt on his scalp, constantly afire. So he was cursed by Preacher, which I don't know if that's even going to come and play at this last episode, or if it's going to come into play like maybe in season 2. My god, please let there be a season 2. But yeah, Roadkill episode 9. Oh my god, this episode was fantastic.